College of St. Joe's Athletics Center and the Westbrook College Television Network. Hello everybody, I'm Jay Harper along with Ron Crosby as we get set for number 2 Castleton taking on number 3 Westbrook College. These two teams met twice this year and no surprise either, Dave Blake's bunch splitting with Westbrook College. If you're Jim Graffam today, what are you looking to do to shut down this very potent offense of Castleton State?
Well, the biggest key is you got to shut down Allen LaRoche. The two games they played, when Allen LaRoche had 15, Westbrook won by 20. And the second game when Allen LaRoche had 30, Castleton won by 20. This is a key factor. They got to shut down LaRoche, and if they shut down LaRoche, they're going to shut down a big part of their offense.
Now, of course, offensively for Westbrook College, Derek Vogel, spectacular, over 3,000 points now in his career, and he's been playing great as of late. But another guy who's stepping up in a big way is Eric Werken. Werken came out 10 first-half points the other night, then he hurt his hip a little bit. He's iced it, he's ready to go. I think he'll be a big key tonight.
Well, yeah, he's got a lot of confidence, plus he's playing in his home state. Anybody who comes and plays in front of his home crowd's got more energy, more enthusiasm than anybody else, and I think he's going to do a very good job against Cobb and Brink. But a big factor will be Bob Davies. He's a great scorer, but he's going to be a key factor in rebounding. If he rebounds well, Westbrook will get out running and then get the momentum on their side.
Now, certainly in front of a opposing crowd and the other team, there's quite a few people here today. Westbrook College will have to overcome that. This building's going to get raucous, and loud. Castle State has a lot of fans on hand. How do you think they'll respond to that?
Well, Westbrook College has never had the fans really bother them. Plus, we brought down a lot of fans from Portland, Maine. I don't think the crowd's going to be that much of a factor. They just got to play their game, and everything will be fine. Let their defense control Castleton's offense, and everything will work well.
All right, the women's have moved on to the finals. They'll play tomorrow, and they'll play St. Joe's. The men's trying to do the same. Big matchup as we start the Final Four on the men's side. It's Westbrook College, Castleton State, right after this. Welcome back to the College of St. Joseph's Athletics Center. Jay Harper along with Ron Crosby, cameraman Steve Poulos as we get set for semifinal action. Number 3, Westbrook College taking on number 2, Castleton State. And two premier players, the Conference Players of the Year, Derek Vogel of Westbrook College and Allen LaRoche of Castleton State. Last night named co-players of the year, and of course, when talking about today's key, the coaching staff of Westbrook College definitely thought shutting down Allen LaRoche was key. If they can keep him around 20 or less, they feel fine. If he gets up around 30, they feel like they could be in trouble. And of course, when you look at those two great players finishing up their careers here, neither one of those two definitely want to end it tonight.
Well, I agree. When Coach Graffam was talking about shutting down LaRoche, it's not just his offense, it's how he controls his team. He does a great job. He's been doing it for 4 years. He just does a great job controlling his team, getting Matt Parker the ball, getting Cobb the ball at right times. I mean, he just does that so well. And that was a big issue about controlling him. Not really about how much, I mean, well, it is a big issue about how much he scores, but just controlling him is a big part of their scheme in this game.
Checking the all-conference team, Vogel and, of course, LaRoche, Matt Parker of Castleton State, Andy Lennon, also of Westbrook College on the all-conference team. From Green Mountain College, Justin Wiener, Ira Cobb, Michael Jordan, Andy Suttner of Notre Dame, James Pomfrey of Atlantic Union, and Cedric Spence of Green Mountain. And we were at the Holiday Inn here in Rutland, Vermont last night, and this was some of the ceremonies and proceedings, the goings-on, and the all-conference team and players of the year.
I can play any bass you want me to play. You don't
First off, the men's 1996 all-conference basketball team from Castleton State College, Allen LaRoche. Notre Dame College, Andy Sutner. From Green Mountain College, Ira Cobb. From Atlantic Union College, James Pomfret. From Westbrook College, Andy Lennon. From Green Mountain College, Justin Wiener. From the College of St. Joseph's, Michael Jordan. And from Castleton State College, Matt Parker. The newcomer of the year for the men's basketball team is Andy Sutner from Notre Dame College. Yeah. The player of the year.
Yeah, there's two. There's a little one and then the big one's on it. Sorry? Yeah, and then that big one's to the right. To your right. This one? No, this one.
Sorry about that. So the co-players of the year in men's basketball from Castleton State College, Alan LaRoche.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Jay. This gym is phenomenal. I mean, this is a great atmosphere to play in. It's not the size of it, it's how the crowd is actually on the court. I mean, the crowd is going to, no matter where you're sitting in this gym, they've got a great seat. Whether you're in the nosebleed or right in the front row, you can see this game, and it's going to be an exciting game to watch.
Wildcats warming up, and these two teams split their season series, as we talked about. Westbrook College winning the first one at home, a 92-79. Vogel had 38 in that one. And then here in Vermont, it was Castleton State 96-75 over Westbrook College. So both teams showing, you know, it's all in the matter of the game tonight. They have plenty of talent each, and who wants it more, who gets a few lucky breaks, and you never know. We saw the women's game before this one, St. Joe's against Green Mountain. The number 4 seed St. Joe's knocked them off, and they just had everything go their way in the second half, where Green Mountain couldn't buy a basket. They had 6 points through 14 minutes of the second half, and it just was not a pretty picture for Tim Dempsey and the Green Mountain Lady Eagles. Westbrook College women's team over there celebrating their big win and getting ready to cheer on the men's side, and hoping that the men join them in the finals tomorrow. They've done it the last 3 years. Have the women and the men trying to do the same thing, and just about set for the action. Dave Blake and the Castleton State Spartans against Jim Graffam and the Westbrook College Wildcats. Full house just about here, and we're on the Castleton State side, right above their bench, and in with their crowd. Should be interesting.
Tonight, the number 3 seeded Westbrook Wildcats will win the 42-11. Take on the number 2 seed.
Of course, Westbrook College got here by being the number 3 seed and beating Johnson State. Vogel had 24 in the game on Wednesday night. Davies had 15, all coming in the first half. And Warnken had 10 in the first half. Pause now for the national anthem. turn it over to our PA announcer and let him introduce the starting lineups for tonight's game. Westbrook College and Castleton State.
Come on, baby.
Senior from Cumberland, Maine, number 32.
Go, Derek.
That's 6'7" junior from Essex, Vermont, number 35, Eric Morgan. That's 6'4" sophomore from Old Orchard, Maine, number 22, Bob Davies. Number 6'4" senior from Lisbon, Maine, number 44, Cory Mcclure.
I think the Wildcats are ready, Ron.
I know Andy Lennon is. The way he went through that lineup.
Starting lineup for the number 2 seeded Spartans from Castleton State College. At one guard position, 5'8" senior from Colchester, Vermont, number 10, Alan LaRoche. At another guard position, 5'10" senior from Raleigh, Vermont, number 15, Jason Cassarino. At another guard spot, a 6'2" senior from Chester, Vermont, number 20, Matt Harper. At a forward position, a 6' senior from Essex Junction, Vermont, number 25, Justin Lennon. And a 6'6" sophomore from South London, Vermont, number 40, John Cobb.
And there's the starting lineups for tonight's action. And ready to rumble here at the Athletic Center on the campus of St. Joe's in Rutland, Vermont. Another player who certainly will be a factor tonight. He usually is when they play Westbrook College, and that is Jason Cassarino. He had 8 threes in a couple of games throughout his career. He can hit from downtown, shooting 53% from behind the arc, making 73 3 balls on the season.
You know, Jay, one thing is questioning in my mind, how come they only have 2 officials for such a high caliber game?
Strange stuff going on. They had 2 all day for the women's, and they used to go with 3 inside the Mayflower Conference. Probably cutbacks, little budget problems. Working, jumping it up against 6'6" John Cobb. Wildcats start with the basketball, and right off the bat, Cory Mcclure misses badly. The rebound, though, working. LaRoche tips it away. Cassarino picks it up. Dave Blake of Castleton State said he wants to control the tempo and keep Westbrook College from getting the up-tempo game going. Cassarino with it, with Cory Mcclure on him.
I tell you one thing, Jay, I think this game is going to be mostly just a strict man-to-man defense. I'm not sure either team is going to go to any different traps or anything. I think it's just going to be who wants it more. It's going to be strict, a half-court man.
Castle State, the number 2 seed, 20-5 overall, 13-2 in the conference. Westbrook College, 12-3 in the conference, 3rd ranked, and 22-11 overall. Bob Davies goes in, puts it up, no good. The ball loose on the floor, and Cassarino picks it up off for LaRoche. LaRoche will take the 3-ball. Bang. 3-0.
Well, just as I said, mostly a half-court defense. Castleton comes in with a 2-2-1 full-court trap.
Vogel looked like he got hammered on the hand, no call.
He's not going to get any special treatment down here.
Working from behind the arc. No good. The rebound comes to Vogel. Vogel pulls it up, knocks it in. 3-2. Wildcats with some full court pressure. LaRoche drives on Lennon, kicks out Cassarino, a 3-ball. And that's no good. Cory Mcclure rips down the rebound. And he's called for traveling as he falls backwards, bumping into Davies.
Never once got his footing.
Good shot, Cass, good shot.
17:55 to play, first half. Parker takes a 3. He got it. Castleton State, 2 threes, and they lead 6-2.
Oh, one thing this team can do is very well is shoot from outside.
Cory Mcclure tries another, got it. Cory Mcclure, notorious for hitting a 3 at the beginning of the game, and to start the second half, missed his first attempt, gets the second, and he pulls the Wildcats within 1.
Big shot for the senior. One thing he's gonna have to do is step it up.
Nice dish down for Brink.
Well, they never got the switch. They never got a full switch. Lennon and Workin were gonna switch, never got a full switch involved. Easy layup for Brink.
8-5. Down low for Davies. He'll draw the foul on Parker.
Matt Parker, his first person.
That'll send Bob Davies to the free throw line. 6'4" sophomore.
Wildcats number 42, Bob Davies, shooting
2. Davies gets them both, and it's a 1-point game again. LaRoche on the hard push, only 5'8", Alan LaRoche. He can take it to the hole and knock him from outside. Cassarino a 3, in and out, and the rebound working. Outlet up for Vogel, 2-on-2. Vogel spots up a 3, got it!
That's one thing Westbrook's got to put to their advantage. They've got to get out and run. Get this Castleton State team a little bit tired.
Each team now with 2 threes already. Castleton State, high watermark on threes as a team, hit 15 in the game this year. That 3 no good. Workin able to track it down. Vogel wants the ball. Pull-up jumper, no good. Davies fights, gets the rebound.
That's one thing I said at the outset. He can rebound with the best of them.
Davies shot no good, and Vogel collects. Goes in, no good. Lennon in there. Andy Lennon is fouled over the back, so the Wildcats going to the offensive glass in a big, big way. First substitutions, Chris Lotus and Chris McKinney check in. And coming in for Castleton is number 42, Tony Higgins. Higgins, a 6'9" sophomore from right here in West Rutland. McKinney a 3, just off the bench, bang.
I had a couple of words with Chris before this game, and he is fired up. He's ready to go.
13-8, Westbrook College. Cassarino with Vogel on him. Davies playing Parker. Parker will try a 3. Got it. Off the screen with a hand in his face. 13-11. Workin goes to the paint, goes with the left hand, no good. Wildcats keeping it alive. Call an offensive foul on Lotus.
His first personal, team's first. Under the Westbrook Wildcats lineup for the 34, Esty replacing Barrett Workin. And for Castleton, number 14, Scott Sweeney replacing
Esty, the senior, comes in for Westbrook College. Sweeney checks in for Castleton. Out ahead, LaRoche, and it's tied at 13.
There's a big mismatch with Chris Lotus guiding Sweeney. You can hear Sweeney calling, help, help.
Esty, 3 ball. Wildcats with 4 threes. Castleton with 3 threes.
I tell you, Alan LaRoche has got his handfuls with Lennon and McKinney.
Comes in and goes over for Higgins. Call a foul on Nate Esty. 6'4" senior out of Gorham, Maine. Lennon will spell Bob Davies. Higgins, the 6'9" sophomore. Makes them both. And it's a 1-point Westbrook lead, 16-15. The lob in for Vogel, the nice catch, bucket.
That was a nice pass, nice look. Vogel can do both, posts up very well, especially with a shorter man on him.
Cobb kicks off, Parker has to pull up. Back out for Brink. Shot clock at 15. Rose trying to work off a screen. Leaves for Parker. Parker floats in, double pumps, won't go down. Nice tip up. I don't know if you give that to Parker or Cobb.
It looked like Matt Parker had his hand on the ball. I mean, it was a great tip. See, one thing about shooters, they always know where the ball's going to go if they miss. And he did a nice job following his own shot.
McKinney, a 3-ball. Rattles in and out. He's able to track it down in the corner. Goes for Lotus. Lotus hammered from behind. It went off him, but instead of calling the foul, they just give it to Westbrook College. Lotus hacked.
That's a nice drive by Chris. Take it right at the big guy.
Wildcats, for the first time in 3 years, not the #1 seed. They come in seeded 3rd.
Well, this conference has gotten so much better. All 4 coaches in the Final Four have done such a great job recruiting, especially Matt Dempsey getting a JUNCO All-American. But this conference is getting better because they're getting more publicity.
Lotus makes them both, and the Wildcat lead is back to 3. Wildcats with some zone full court pressure. Sweeney kicks for Brink. Brink, foul from behind. Foul on McKinney.
I've seen a lot of people guard Derek Vogel, and I think this gentleman at the line, Brink, has done probably the best job in 4 years. And he just makes Derek Vogel work as hard as he can. He bumps him, pushes him, fouls him, and Derek has stepped up to challenge most of the time, but I think he has done the best job on Vogel.
Brink 1 of 2, and fellow Essex Junction player Workin gets the rebound. Both out of Essex Junction, Vermont. Davies with Parker on him. Davies walking him in. McKinney, a long 3. Got it. Oh, baby.
You know what? I brought 4 of my players up here, and I wanted them to watch this game. But one great physical feature that Chris McKinney is, he's just so strong and enables him to shoot from downtown. And that's one thing the young kids have got to learn. They've got to put on some more, muscle, make them a better player.
That certainly makes Chris McKinney and makes his game that much better. He'd be a good player no matter what size, but with that strength, it just puts him at another level. And boy, you see that jump shot, about 7 feet behind the arc. Lennon got the rebound and was fouled, so Westbrook College with the basketball up 5. Cory Mcclure, another three. Got it. Oh. The Wildcats are heating up from behind the arc. I think Castleton State came out and said, we're going to launch threes. And West Coast said, oh yeah, we'll show you how to shoot a few threes. But don't think Castleton State's done in the three department either.
Oh, I agree. I mean, Castleton's got great outside shooters. But one thing I would expect to see is Coach Graffam probably in his huddle right now telling them, get the ball inside, and we'll find out.
Let's quickly check in.
Let's make sure we get that done. 14-2. And then listen to me now. I want to go 20. Work hard on the 20 right now. Here we go. Come on now. 1, 2, 3. Hey, match up.
Hard to really get a good listen in what was going on, but Westbrook College pouring it on from behind the arc. McClure has 2 now, and McKinney has 2. Vogel 1. And Esty has 1. 6 threes for the Wildcats in the first half. Higgins dished down. All alone is J.J. Wynn, junior out of Springfield, Vermont. 26-20. Kenny goes in. Double pump. And Workin had the putback, but just mistimed it. The ball bounced over his outstretched hands. Sweeney up ahead. Leaves it. LaRoche a 3. No good. Foul called from behind on number 30, Eric Nystrom. Actually, they call it on Wynn. Wildcats leading by 6 with 11:10 to play first half.
One good thing that Westbrook did do in the last 3 minutes is they built a 8-point lead with Vogel on the bench.
And nice job by the big guy Higgins. He steals it, and then the foul committed by Eric Workin. Team's 4th foul, Workin's 1st. Now on the Roche with Lennon all over him. Higgins trying to go down inside, and
ooh, it looked like a travel there.
Blocked by Workin. Great help defense. Workin gets it back, comes up short. Lennon inside with the big guys. Won't go down, and Higgins gets the rebound. Sweeney out ahead, and a nice cross pass over. Cory Mcclure thought he got a lot of basketball, and maybe he did.
The official had made up his mind before the play even happened. Any contact, the whistle's called.
Wynn will get 2 free throws. First one rattles out. Little rim regurgitation. 1 of 2, and it's 26-21. Take a good chance here for Davies maybe to go to work on Sweeney. Traveling called on Bob Davies.
One thing Coach Graffam does emphasize, he does say a lot of times, we can't go down the court. We can't afford to go down the court and not get a shot off.
Davies with some players out ahead.
Castle substitution, number 40, John Cobb, replacement Tony Higgins.
Great team defense. Sweeney and LaRoche. Great pass back to LaRoche. Oh my. Scott Sweeney. Great play, and Castleton State back within 3. Lennon goes in. Draws the foul, and It won't fall for the senior, but he'll go to the free throw line.
His first, that's the 6th on Castleton. At the line for Westbrook, number 11, Andy Lennon, shooting 2.
Lennon, the senior out of Melrose, Massachusetts. You know his family's here for this one.
I had a chance to talk to his mother before the game, and she looks as nervous as anybody I've ever seen. She said, my stomach's in a knot. I told her just to relax, we'll get it done for her.
1 of 2 for Lennon. He'll take a break as McKinney comes back in. The winner of this one plays tomorrow. And they play the winner of our second game tonight between number 1 Green Mountain, number 4 College of St. Joe's. LaRoche. You wonder how a guy 5'8" can get so much done. Foul called on Justin Brink.
Number 25, Justin Brink, his first, it's team's 7th. Nate Nesty returns to the Wildcat lineup, replacing Cory Mcclure.
That foul will put the Wildcats at the line 1-1 with 9:38 to play in the half. Wildcats with only 5 team fouls for themselves. 1 to waste for them before they'll send Castleton State at the line.
Derek Vogel's going to start taking some looks. I mean, he hasn't gotten a shot off in probably 4 or 5 minutes now. Expect to see him take next shot.
Vogel makes them both. Wildcats with some full court pressure. Full court man defense, and Brink gets it up. Shot clock under 10. LaRoche pulls up. No good. (29-25), Westbrook College by 4. Fresh 35 seconds, and Sweeney will try it from behind the arc. No good. Nystrom tries to knock it off Vogel, but Vogel alertly gets it. McKinney was looking for Davies to do something that Bob wasn't doing.
Well, Bob put his hand up, and as soon as he didn't get the look, he turned to go outside the perimeter again, and Chris didn't see it and gave him a pass. It wasn't nobody home at.
Sweeney throws it away. Kenny, a nice pass for Davies, gets the foul. And it won't fall, but he'll shoot a couple of free throws. We had a scoring frenzy back about 4 minutes ago. Things have settled down a bit here.
Well, the defense have picked up, going to that half court again. Both teams playing great half court defense. Good crowd, huh, Jay? I think we did pack it in now.
Davies converts both free throws, and it's a 5-point Westbrook lead. Actually 6. They spot up the other point, 31-25. LaRoche again, going up and no. Davies wants a foul called. He doesn't get it.
Look at the intensity in his kid's eyes. He's ready to go.
Davies trying to get the steal right back. Almost does. Davies still
jarring at him, giving him those
glaring
looks.
They're trying to find Cassarino, and Davies is all over him. Nystrom, nice pass over, and Cobb puts it up and in. Esty shot partially blocked. They say Nystrom touched it last. McKinney a three. In and out. And Nystrom clears the boards. Cassarino inside the arc.
Rarely does he take one of those. Once a shooter, always a shooter.
31-29. Working. Looked like he got hit. Foul called on Esty. Team 6th foul.
Westbrook number 34, Nate Esty, his second, team 6th in the Wildcat lineup. Number 11, Andy Lennon, replacing 42, Bob Davies.
LaRoche spots up a three. Rattles in and out. Esty gets the board. Up for McKinney. Off for Vogel. Vogel gets it to fall.
Hey, come on, Steve, get in the game, will ya?
Roche just comes up and launches. Not even close. The rebound working. The Wildcats got some numbers. Vogel again pulls up. No good, and LaRoche gets the rebound. Ahead for Brink. Justin Brink comes right back. (33-31).
Someone's going to start stepping it up offensively.
Esty shot won't go down. Lennon gets the board.
Westbrook substitution, 42, Bob Davies in for number 23, Chris McKinney.
Cobb, turnaround, ties it.
It's good. It was nice defense on it by Eric Working. Just great shot by Cobb.
Working goes in, gets it to fall. And he'll shoot one.
Castleton foul number 40, John Crown, his second.
Always a concern for Westbrook College when they travel to Vermont is the officiating. And so far, I would say this is pretty even and not a poor officiating job. They've been pretty consistent so far.
I mean, a good official is a good official. I think they're doing a fine job. I don't think an official will win or lose a game for you. It really doesn't matter.
Roche again in the paint. 35-35. Davies in through the middle, no good. Working, can't put it back. Davies gets it up, foul, and it won't fall again. Great work on the glass by Working and Davies. And we mentioned them at the top of the cast, two guys who had excellent games against Johnson State in the first round of the playoffs, and they seem to be ready to respond again here today.
Yeah, Bob, I mean, one thing they have done, Westbrook has done well this first half is offensive rebound. I mean, that's keeping them pretty much in this game with a lead.
Substitution number 34, Emmett Irwin replaces Tony.
Emmett Irwin checks in for Dave Blake. Davies makes 1 of 2, and it's 36-35. Wildcats up 1. Wildcats go to a little zone, and Cassarino.
Can't leave him open. You cannot leave Cassarino open.
That's his second 3. Lotus misses inside. So Castleton started early with a lead, but then Westbrook College responded, took control, but here's Castleton State with the lead and the basketball. They're going to set Cassarino again. Very late whistle off that, and Cassarino just kind of slowly fell to the ground. And
well, I don't agree with the call at all because he got the shot off. If anything, it's after the shot. I mean, Cory Mcclure's foul didn't affect his shot one bit.
Right. Westbrook College wants a timeout and gets one here with 4:27 to go in the first half. Wildcats trailing by a deuce. It's 38-36.
I mean, obviously Cassarino can shoot it, so I don't care how high he is. If you're the win, you've got to step up and get him in that case. But we need to get a good shot down here, okay? Now, we need to get organized and get into something. So I think that what we should do is go Westbrook, try to utilize the high post man, okay? And then if we haven't got it, ball reserve, play solid. We're in no hurry. I just soon go in the locker room, up 2 or down 2, but I want to keep this thing close right now. So take your time.
Energy, 4 minutes, energy. You got Chris?
Substitution for Castleton, Matt Moore replaces Alan LaRoche.
Coach Graffam obviously saying, you know, let's not lose ourselves here in these final 4 minutes. Let's keep it close and settle in for the second 20.
Well, one thing he did say, we got to get a good shot off. I haven't taken a good shot yet. Probably 2 minutes. I haven't gotten a good look at the basket.
Cassarino averaging 11 points per game. You wonder how this young man couldn't and doesn't average more a game. Every time we see him, he's draining threes left and right. Wildcats turn it over. 40-36. Castleton up 4. Matt Moore in the game, has the ball, kicks for Brink. Brink last to touch it. Brink last to touch it. You can see that from all the way over here. Where's the other official?
I agree. Jeez.
Oh my, the Westbrook fans right there. They want to know about the shot clock, I believe. I don't think they should set them up fresh. No, they set it at 15, the shot clock. A launch at the buzzer, and Lotus rebounds. Davies pushing it up. He'll take the long 3. No good. Lotus with a chance to track it down. He can't, and Chris McKinney will check back in.
I don't know if that was a good shot by Bob Davies to take. I mean, we all know he can hit that, but just to come down and just launch, I don't think Coach Graffam wanted that play particularly.
Cassarino will sit down. as Chad Downs checks in. Dave Blake getting his start as some valuable rest here. Both LaRoche and Cassarino on the bench. Moore will take it. Got it, 3-ball. McKinney a 3. Got it. That's a 3-ball tickled twine. And he pulls the Wildcats back within 4. Big, big bucket by McKinney. He now has a trifecta from Trifecta Land. Another 3 by Wynn, no good. And Lennon is fouled by Downs.
Andy Lennon does such a great job rebounding, offensively and defensively. He just got such a strong body. I mean, that time, an obvious foul, but you see, he had great position on the guy.
First personal. Into the Westbrook lineup, number 35, Eric Runyon replaces Chris Lowe's.
Lennon now with 2 free throws, the double bonus surpassed, and Lennon will get a couple.
Westbrook women trying to correct the PA announcer.
Lennon misses them both. Brink able to come away with it. Downs kicks for Brink. No good, and working. Good job of boxing out by the Wildcat defense. Lobbed in for Workin. Excuse me, for Vogel. Vogel draws the foul.
Castleton, number 34, Ed Irwin hits first. That will put Derek Vogel to the line to shoot 2 for Westbrook.
Emma, good defense, Emma. They host you.
Westbrook seems to be a little bit out of sync offensively. I'm not sure exactly what they want to try to do. Anytime you get the ball in Derek Vogel's hands is a good option, but they're just not sure exactly what they want to try to do offensively.
Vogel makes them both, and he pulls the Wildcats back within 2 with 2:08 to play in the first half. Foul called on Alan LaRoche as Lennon draws the charge.
I think Alan LaRoche will be sitting probably the rest of the half, which is an advantage for Westbrook College, getting Castleton's star player out. I think that's going to help them a lot if they can take advantage of it.
Lennon finds his stroke. Last year, Westbrook won the semifinal matchup with Castleton. They met them in this round and won 85-69, and they went on to beat Green Mountain in a barn burner, 99-94. Lennon struggling from the free throw line. Looked like he was going to give it the other way, but it is Westbrook's basketball. Good hustle by Davies.
Great hustle. What he did was he yelled red and pointed white. He just made a correction on himself.
Kenny, another 3. Foul called on J.J. Wynn.
Westbrook struggling at the free throw line. And Lennon's only 2 of 6.
Not a good sign. Working gets the second one. We're tied at 43. That should be backcourt.
Well, that was clearly backcourt.
The ball definitely hit Brink's own foot. That is backcourt.
Yeah. That trail official did a nice job of just getting control and just having a little talk just to make sure he saw the right thing.
It's great to get the opposing perspective here in the Castleton State side. Harkins long 3, no good. And no one there for any offensive rebounds as Moore brings it up on Lennon. Vogel.
That's a tough call to see when you're behind the basket.
Vogel didn't argue though, so that usually means that proper call was made. Minute 36 to play here in the half, and it's a 43-43 basketball game, and everyone expected a war in this one, and we're settling in for 40 minutes, maybe more.
Dave Light must be just gnawing on his fingernails with Parker and Hirosh on the bench with 2 fouls.
Foul on Davies, and that is now over the limit, so a 1-and-1 situation.
Castleton, number 54. Check at 34, Evan Irwin, shooting 1-and-1.
Irwin, the 6'4" sophomore out of Kingston, New York. Some kind of lane violation down there.
I agree. That was strange to see. Brink just fell in the lane.
Irwin never got a chance to take his free throw. Wildcats with a chance to take the lead. Lennon with Moore all over him. Goes in and he draws the foul.
Still, Westbrook College offensively doesn't seem to know what they want to try to do.
Spartan lineup number 30.
Now, you've been here before, played in your career down here at St. Joe's. It appears to me that this gym is now bigger than the entire campus. Is there more school here now, or is that it, what we see across the way?
Well, I had a chance to play in the old gym today. No, their school it's a small school. And probably you're right, this gym is bigger than the school.
Amazing. Do you know their enrollment, how many students they have?
Well, they're about equal with us.
300, 400, somewhere in there. Lennon made them both, so that's a good sign for Andy Lennon getting his stroke back, and it's Westbrook College by 2. Castleton State, Spartans want to hold for the last shot. Moore takes it, no good. Vogel gets the rebound. 30 seconds left. Kenny fakes. Davies goes baseline, knifing through, count it. Bob Davies with
great body control, great body control. He sliced between 3 people. And what made that even better, I mean, he wasn't even close to drawing an offensive foul. He knifed right through those. Jeez, that's made an offensive move.
Certainly was. That's what I was waiting to see, some body contact there, and he was able to get through without hitting any of their players. Got whacked on the hand, got it to count. I guess that ball did go down in the cylinder. Looked like it kicked back out. 20 seconds now to play in the half. Wildcats up 48-43, so a big spurt here at the end by Westbrook College.
Don't want to foul him here going into halftime.
Castleton needs a basket for some momentum. Downs will take it. No good. Lennon, the outlet for Vogel, maybe time. Got to get it off. He does. Count it.
No, he didn't. He gathered him. Took him too long to gather himself. That would have been a huge momentum be able to go into halftime. Jeez.
It certainly would have been, and I was watching and trying to listen too. I thought he got it off, but no argument from Westbrook College. So again, a Good call, you would have to say, by the official there. They struggled a little bit here in the first half. You get a look at them coming over the scores table with a bunch of others, but 20 minutes of big-time war put on by the Spartans and the Wildcats, and after 20, it's Westbrook College leading 48-43. We'll take a break and back with our halftime right after this. Welcome back to the Athletics Center at the College of St. Joseph's in Rutland, Vermont. Jay Harper along with Ron Crosby. Westbrook College leading by 5, 48-43. Vogel nearly making a 3 at the buzzer. He made it, but it didn't count. Checking that scoring in the first half. Wildcats were led by their All-American, Derek Vogel. Vogel had 13 points, 4 for 4 in free throws, 1 for 1 from behind the arc, and 4 for 9 overall in shooting. Bob Davies collected 8 points for the Wildcats. Chris McKinney had 3 threes for 9. 6 for Cory Mcclure on a couple of threes for the big senior. And then 4 points for Lennon, 3 for Wernkin Esty, and a bucket for Chris Lotus. For Castleton State, they were led by Alan LaRoche, the guy that Westbrook College thinks is the key to winning this game, is shutting him down. He had 11. Parker had 8. Cassarino had 7. Brink 5, Moore 3, Cobb 4. Wynn had 3, and Higgins a deuce. All in all, Ron, you look at this first half of play, of course, most everyone figuring it's going to take a full 40 minutes to win this one, so the Wildcats have to like where they are, but what kind of adjustments do you think Coach Graffam made at the half?
Well, first one, above all, is his offense. They're just not in sync. They're not coming down and looking like they know what they really want to do. They're running the floor well, but they're not making the decisions that they normally do. And Vogel went probably 3 minutes without taking a shot, and that's not something Coach Graffam wants to do. But the biggest factor is Parker, Cassarino, and LaRoche are all going to play a lot more this half. Foul trouble is not going to be a factor right now, because Parker only played almost 7 minutes in that first half, and 7 out of 20 is not what Dave Blake wanted.
The winner of this one plays the winner of the second matchup tonight. Number 1, Green Mountain, going against number 4, St. Joe's. Both the men's and women's have the identical matchups, and the only difference is Westbrook College women's were 2, and their men's are the 3rd and 3 seed, if you will. The women have won their matchup over Castleton in a big way. Chris Grillin, I'm not sure if she got 38 or 36. One official score I got had her for 38, the other one had her for 36, so either or, she had a tremendous game here earlier today, and the Lady Wildcats will be defending their title tomorrow versus home team St. Joe's, the number 4 seed, getting over Green Mountain in a big way in the second half. This one here, again, unbelievable intensity throughout, and both teams came out hammering the threes. Westbrook College shooting in that first half 7 for 15 from behind the arc at 46.7%. They shot 28.6 overall from the floor, which is not what Coach Graffam wanted to see his team do, but when you shoot only 29% and you are up 5, you got to be pretty happy. The reverse almost the same for Cal State. They shot only 29% from behind the arc, 5 of 17, but picked it up from the floor, 16 of 38 at 42%, and both teams just about the same from the free throw line. Westbrook College 70% and Castleton State 67%. As you said, according to the official scorer here today, they only give out 1 assist for Westbrook College in that first half. And they give it to Nate Esty. They gave out 6 assists to Castleton State. Not sure how accurate they are, but that's supposedly the official stats we get here from the scorers table below. And we're set for second half action.
It's going to be a good test for Matt Parker to get back into this. He's sat a long time. Hopefully he can get his momentum back to a positive way.
LaRoche, Parker, Brink, Cassarino, and Cobb come out for Castleton. Wildcats with Lennon, Vogel, Werkin. Cassarino has it blocked. No foul call. That was a tough no call there for Cassarino.
Oh, I agree. He was over his back and blocked a shot, and Cory Mcclure doesn't have that much height on him. But we'll say it's a good call.
Inside, Werkin grabbed, and they're going to call a foul.
Number 15, Jason Cassarino, his first personal, team's first. At the line for the Westbrook Wildcats to shoot 2, number 55, Eric Werkin.
I didn't think they called it on Cassarino, did you?
No, I didn't think they called it on Cassarino.
Werkin gets 2 free throws.
One thing, Coach Graffam did make an adjustment at halftime. Even though they did shoot very well from beyond the stripe, they want to pound the ball in a little bit more than they did in that first half.
Werkin only 1 for 3 in the first half from the line, but he makes both here. And he gives the Wildcats a 7-point advantage. Cassarino. 3-ball specialist, knocks down another. He has 3 now on the day. Lennon pulls up, won't fall for him. Cobb in big time trouble. Surprised he didn't get a 5-second call. And the wraparound pass.
It's a tough pass to make when you can't really see your other offensive player.
50-46. Vogel with Brink on him. Pulls up, no good. Parker goes baseline.
Westbrook foul number 35, Eric Werkin, his second personal, team's first.
Parker, a 3. They give it to Westbrook College. Westbrook College got 2 or 3 favorable calls in that possession right there.
I agree. That definitely looked like it went off Cory Mcclure. But we're not at that. We don't have that angle to see it.
Wildcats trying to get it down low to Davies with Parker on him. Cory Mcclure, a 3. Davies, nice tip off for Vogel. What a play.
Tell you, he can rebound with the best of them. Bob Davies so good around that basket.
He's so smart too. He sees the floor. He knows Vogel's standing over there. He realizes he can't get the rebound, but says, I can tip it off to my teammate, and what a great play. You should give an assist on that one. Parker comes in. The dipsy-do won't go down, and the rebound cleared by Werkin. Parker able to just get over Davies and knock it out of bounds. Lotus will check in for Cory Mcclure.
41, Chris Lotus replacing Cory Mcclure.
PA announcer got Chris Lotus's name right for the first time. I'm sure one of the women from Westbrook College went over and made sure he got it right that time.
You gotta love it. They're paying attention to detail. Down low for Werkin. He comes up and under, and he draws the foul. It'll be on Justin Brink.
Justin Brink, his second personal team second. Working at the line for the Westbrook Wildcats to shoot 2.
I'll tell you one thing, Jay. This crowd, I mean, anybody would love to play in front of. This is a great facility. This crowd is phenomenal. I mean, I'm excited just watching this with the crowd around us. I mean,
Exactly.
This is exciting.
Castleton State even bringing cheerleaders here, something we don't usually see in the Mayflower Conference.
Or in many colleges, small colleges.
Wildcats leading 54-46. LaRoche drives and kicks for Brink. He goes for Parker. Matt Parker. Davies loses it, and Parker going with Lotus getting back. Nice move, but it won't fall. And Andy Lennon rips down the board, goes way out ahead for Workin. Workin floats in, a pretty little left kiss. Workin, pretty much one of those ambidextrous people. He can use either hand very well. I believe he writes left-handed too, like Vogel.
Well, we've got to give Chris Lotus some credit for this defensive effort the last time down when Parker took it right at him. Chris did a nice job of just getting the hand up and Parker make an adjustment on his shot. Good hustle by the big man.
LaRoche kicks for Brink. He'll try the 3. Got it. 56-51. Kenny pulls up, won't fall, and Cobb takes down the rebound. LaRoche taking the Wildcat defense to school. He is sensational. Davies doesn't get any call.
Jay, I think Dark Vogel's going to start taking control a little bit more than he has.
He's been unable to really get his good jump shot off with Brink on him. He's taking it, but he's not making that pull-up 12-footer. LaRoche again going in with the big people. Kicks it out on top. Parker picks it up, has it blocked from behind by Davies. Davies gets it back from Vogel. And he goes right to the hole. And a foul called on Cobb. And Davies, undaunted in his drive to the basket, he went right at the much taller John Cobb. Cobb only listed at 6'6". He looks like he's about 4 inches bigger than Davies.
Bob Davies at the line for Westbrook to shoot 2.
Davies and Workin, big keys, you felt, to tonight's game, and they've both responded. Davies definitely playing a solid basketball game. Lennon will now spell the sophomore Davies. So it's Lennon, Lotus, Esty, McKinney, and Vogel on the floor for Coach Jim Graffam. Wildcats leading 58-53. No team has been able to go on a huge run and put any distance between them and the opponent. Parker a 3, no good, and Esty has the rebound. Vogel pulls up a 3. Bang.
Just a great, Chris McKinney with a great pass. Hit him right in the shot pocket, made it easy for Derek just to pull 1-2 step shot.
Timeout called by Dave Blake, and Castleton wants to talk things over. Westbrook College matching their biggest lead. They're at 8 once again, 61-53. Wildcats hitting 7 threes in that first half, and Vogel just knocked down 1. It's Castleton's ball as they trail by 8, 61-53 with 15:15 to play here in the second half. Jay Harper along with Ron Crosby on the Westbrook College Television Network. LaRoche pulls up, no good. Working, clears the board. Nice up for Esty. And I guess Nate needed 1 bounce there, he didn't use it. Big chance for the Wildcats to extend their lead. They have not been up by more than 8. Trying to get a little bit of breathing room, but again, with both teams so good from behind the arc, no lead is going to be safe in this one. You're going to have to play, I think, the full 40 before a W will be racked up. In for Vogel and Brink the steal. LaRoche just bumped into Lennon. Lennon says, thank you, I'll take the ball, and the slam jam by DV. And Wildcats are up 10. Castleton State crowd didn't like it, but it was an awkward type of fall. It didn't look like Lennon really hit.
No, I agree.
LaRoche that hard. Pull-up shot, no good, and Workin clears the boards. Long outlet. Not far enough, LaRoche steals. Dribbling through traffic is Alan LaRoche. A little senior, and another steal. Sweeney swats it from McKinney. Shot no good. Parker up, got the bucket, and he'll go to the free throw line.
What a difference in momentum here.
What a swing that was. A little bit of bad blood going on right now. They're trying to talk things over and clean up.
It was definitely a hard foul, but I don't think Chris McKinney meant anything by it.
McKinney goes over to Parker and taps him and says exactly that. But you talk about momentum is right. The Wildcats had a 10-point lead in an outlet up the floor. Would look like they had numbers. And next thing you know, they give up 5 straight points. And the lead has been cut to 5. Davies with a catch, and he has it stripped.
Bob Davies has not gotten a call his way yet tonight.
So Castleton State answering the mini run that the Wildcats went on, and very briefly had a 10-point bulge. The Spartans have a chance now to cut it to 3 or 2. They're looking to cut it to 2. No good. Esty tracks it down, up for Vogel. Off for McKinney, and Chris McKinney can't get up and get it. Jim Graffam wants a timeout. Wildcats get it. 13:06 to play in the second half. And Westbrook College leading by 5, but starting to have some offensive problems. Momentum definitely going back the way of Castleton State here. Coach Graffam, obviously, Ron is looking to settle the troops just a little bit. They've been very close, but they're just misconnecting on some of their passes here.
Well, I agree with you 100%. I mean, Andy Lund's thrown 2 passes right through the defender. And Derek Vogel's pass we just saw. Just catch and we'll get us into an offense and get a good shot. There are times to run, Jay, and there's times when we got to settle down, get something going, get a good shot off. And I think Coach Graffam might be addressing that issue right now. But then again, he probably just said, keep running, we'll get it done.
LaRoche has the ball with Chris McKinney guarding him. Parker floats in and uses a nice bank off the backboard, and he has the Spartans within 3. Workin goes to the hole, and he's called for the offensive foul. Workin's third, so a bit of a concern now for Jim Graffam.
Westbrook substitution number 44, Cory Mcclure, replaces number 35, Eric Workin.
Lob inside. Tony Higgins. Davies tries to come right back. Esty a 3. No good, and Higgins clears the board. Spartans down 1 with the basketball. Sweeney will take the 3. No good. And McKinney out on the dribble. Goes in nicely for Esty. And he's pushed by Higgins.
Castleton foul number 42, Tony Higgins, his third.
Say it was on the dribble. Third foul on Higgins, and that gets Wynn off the bench, but he doesn't come in for Higgins. He comes in for Justin Brink. McClure will take the 3. In and out. This game, the way I've been seeing it unfold now, talking about the officiating, and both teams have gotten some tough calls, but it seems like the smaller, older official seems to be pro Castleton State, where the taller, younger guy seems to be favoring Westbrook College. It may just be working out that way, but it seems to have a jaded slant to it. Parker misses the first free throw. Parker, a 6'2" senior. 5 seniors for Dave Blake's squad. Cory Mcclure goes up, no good, and Higgins gets the rebound. Tied at 63. Castleton's on a 10-0 run here. Oh, what a great move by LaRoche, but it won't fall for him. He strips it, and then Davies strips it back. Oh, Bob Davies. McKinney's gonna take it. No good. Wynn. Oh my. J.J. Wynn, the 6'5" junior, nails a 3 ball, and it's a 13-0 run in progress for Castleton State. The Wildcats cannot get a good shot and get a bucket. Kenny pulls up the high window kiss, and he gets it down.
That broke a big scoring drought by Westbrook College.
Certainly did. Ever since that crucial turnover when they had a chance to go up 12, Castleton went on a 13-0 run from that point. They still lead 1, and we're just under the 10-minute mark to play here in the second half. Downs will take a 3. No good. Vogel gets the rebound. McKinney, great pass over for Vogel. And boy, Vogel wanted a foul, and they also hit the glass and moved the whole basket. There should have been an offensive goaltending, but maybe they just said it fell in, so we don't need to call it.
That'd be a good question if they were going to call it anyway.
Right. A Roche pass, and see, there's that call. You wonder about that one, and that official gives it to Westbrook College. I would have said that ball stayed down at that end.
I agree with you, Jay. Well, hey, we need one.
They're checks and balances, just like the federal government here. The Senate and the Congress, of course, Republican, Democrats, a lot of checks and balances. Eh? This guy's obviously, the shorter guy's a Democrat, and younger guy's a Republican, the more liberal. And I'm Republican, so we do like that guy. Vogel, it's blocked, and they call a foul, and wow, we got that guy to give us one.
Well, I mean, these Castleton fans have a right to argue, but he did get all ball, but geez, he got him with every part of his upper body as well. But Derek Vogel doesn't seem like the Derek Vogel we're used to. I mean, he's hesitant to look for his shots or even take his shots for that matter.
Devo makes them both, and it's a 3-point Westbrook lead. Lennon back in, as is Eric Workin. Starting 5 minus Cory Mcclure. Add Nate Esty in there. LaRoche trying to go to work on Lennon. Downs over for Wynn. J.J. Wynn, a nice surprise for Coach Blake, I would think. I haven't seen him play this well in the games we've covered. Davies resets the offense. He has Downs on him. He'll go to the hole, partially blocked. Great help defense. They call the foul on Nate Esty. Boy, Davies had a great move, but what great help defense on the weak side coming over. I didn't see who got it, if it was Cobb or somebody, but they got a piece. And
well, that kind of helps Westbrook College out. It takes an offensive player out of the game and puts in a defensive player in Brink.
1-point lead for the Wildcats. Cassarino hasn't played much this half. He's up, getting set to check back in. He's been out for a long time. Brink gets it off for Cobb. Cobb loses it. It's on the floor.
Great hustle by Andy Lennon. Great hustle, diving on the floor. Gives it home. It's a great trait to have, diving on the floor.
Starting 5 back out for Castleton State. Davies goes in again, and this time he gets the call. It'll be on Justin Brink.
I like sitting on those Castleton side, Jay. Every question called, his fans are yelling and screaming. I think we've got to get in a more neutral area next time.
But it humbles us a bit and gives us a different perspective. It's amazing how we can see a game one way and somebody right beside you can see it totally different. Same game. And of course, we never hear our fans at home say anything like
No,
we're hearing.
no, not at all.
1 of 2 for Davies. It's 70-68. Wildcats up by a deuce. 7.5 to play here in regulation. LaRoche left alone for 3. No good, but the long rebound comes out to Parker. Fresh 35 seconds. Parker, nice pull-up jumper, but it won't fall.
See, normally official will not take that one bit.
The referee, I guess, warning Parker. I missed that. What did he have some?
Well, Parker came screaming out at him, and instead of official, straightening out the issue. I mean, this official let Parker control him, and that's not good officiating. I'm not saying a technical, but I'm just saying he's going to put Parker in his shoes, and we know who's in control here, and hopefully the officials are.
Kenny pulls up, comes up short. The rebound, though, comes off to work it. He has it stripped. And
Castleton substitution for 32 and 20 replaces John Cobb.
Here comes the dunk play. Nope.
Castleton going to a zone here, 2-3 zone. Westbrook College.
It's more like a matchup zone.
Lennon trying to get a timeout, but they say jump ball, and the arrow goes.
One thing you cannot do, and Andy Lennon knows this if anybody does, is you cannot dribble through his own. I mean, you might be successful one time, but just advise you not to dribble through his own.
Wildcats are definitely struggling, again, as you pointed out, through their offense here. They're really getting frustrated and taking it too much individual play, I think. Cassarino a 3, in and out. Foul called on Parker.
That's his third. I know it's with 6 minutes to go. It's not a big issue, but
Timeout Westbrook.
it's a rare smile by Coach Jim Graffam.
More of a smirk, I would say. Well, let's set the stage for you. 5:50 to play here in the second half. Westbrook College leading 70-68. The winner advances to tomorrow's final here at the College of St. Joe's brand new gymnasium. And they'll play the winner of our second matchup between number 1 Green Mountain and number 4 St. Joe's. These two teams split this year. Westbrook College winning by 13 at home and losing by 21 down here in Vermont. This at a neutral court, but of course, Castleton just up the road a ways,
yeah, exactly.
So they have a much larger contingent, although Westbrook College well represented, taking the 3.5 to 4 hour drive, depending how you drive. I think you can do it about 3:10 if you get a little busy.
It took me 4.5. I got lost somewhere.
Kenny misses, but Vogel gets the rebound. Down low for Lennon. Lennon gets hammered from behind. It's on Brink.
One thing Westbrook College has got to do late in this game is they've got to hit their free throws.
I believe that's Brink's 4th, so tough defensive player and a good go-to guy down the stretch. He is now in serious foul trouble, and that'll bring J.J. Wynn off Dave Blake's bench. Wildcats cannot get any consistency at the line. I was surprised they shot 70%, but that's because of the shooting of Vogel. He shoots 100%, he brings up the team's average, but the rest of the Wildcats are struggling. Case in point. Higgins goes in for Parker. His turnaround shot, no good. Lennon slows it down, looks over the defense, and calls the play. Trying to get it to Davies, but Parker's done a nice job, even though he's smaller, and he's really done a nice job fronting. Lennon goes in, loses, comes out. Shot clock violation called on Westbrook College. .448 to play, and we've slowed to a crawl here. Both players, crowd, officials, all just waiting around for something to happen. LaRoche trying to make it happen. No good. Kenny, a long three. No good, and LaRoche doing a great job clearing Andy Lennon off the offensive boards.
I agree. What a scoring drought here.
Parker, partially blocked. LaRoche, little spinning hook shot. And a foul called, I believe, on Higgins. It is. So the Wildcats will come the other way. The key is it Vogel going to the line?
How about this first? I mean, we've taken a lot, Westbrook College has taken a lot of outside jump shots. Getting Lotus in the game, putting a low post player in there, see if we can get a couple shots from him. Create a easier jump shot from the outside if we go inside that out.
Hey, Al, look at the number of fouls out there, Al. Come on, there's 2 teams on the court. Come on, let's even it up out there, Zebra.
The All-American Derek Vogel makes the crucial first free throw. It's the 9th team foul. The next one will send the Wildcats for the double bonus. Vogel rattles out the second. J.J. Wynn gets the rebound. It's 71-68. We've been here for about 3 minutes.
Someone's got a cowbell working in the crowd. Trying to get some intensity out of either one of the teams.
Cassarino a 3 to tie. Got it.
That was a great shot. I mean, he had Eric Warrenkin's 6'7" body coming flying at him.
Cassarino, the senior from Rutland, Vermont. Only 5'11". Vogel pulls up. Body control bucket. Bang. 73-71, down to 3:05 to play here in the second half and potentially in regulation. This one may not be decided after 40 minutes. Cassarino takes a long 3, misses badly, and Eric Werkin comes away with the rebound. Bodies were flying as Cassarino launched. Lennon goes for work, and he gets blocked and bumped by Cobb, and a nice call down on the baseline. That could have been one of those no calls.
Tell you one thing, Jay, I'm nervous.
There's a lot of Wildcat blood running through your veins.
Oh, I agree.
And
playing in this kind of a game, nerves don't even affect you, but being out for 2 years and watching your whole team play, that's a whole different story.
Just amazing. Westbrook College not getting it done from the free throw line. If they have and were, they'd probably be up by about 7 or 8. Larkin misses both. Vogel's the only guy that's been able to put down his free throws, and he missed 1 of 2 on his last visit. Still a 2-point game. LaRoche now wanting to do it himself. Gets it done. Lennon was all over him.
Good defense, real good defense. Shows you how offensively suited that Alan LaRoche is.
Lennon, the nice pass for Vogel. Doesn't matter, 2 shots either way here.
Westbrook,
73-73, 2:10 to play. Jay Harper along with Ron Crosby, cameraman Steve Poulos, with you on the Westbrook College Television Network. A win, the Wildcats play tomorrow. A loss, the season comes to a close early for the first time in 3 years.
Hey, here we go, Spartan! Here we go, King! Here we go,
I think Vogel was complaining one of the Spartans was jarring at him while he was trying to shoot the free throws. Derek Vogel makes them both, and it's a 2-point lead for Westbrook College. The crowd is overflowing here, the big contingent standing between the bleachers on the other side. Standing room only. LaRoche with Vogel out on him. Three by Sweeney, in and out, and Vogel comes away with a rebound. Up for Lennon.
Smart decision right there.
Wildcats pull it out. Brink banging and bouncing with Vogel. Shot clock now down to 14. Bob Davies going to work. Davies loses it.
That is a lousy call. That would.
Wow. 20-second timeout. 20-second timeout.
I don't understand how we got a kind of travel out of it. All he did was stop and then try to pick up the ball.
I know.
The only thing I can think of is he shifted his feet, but that's his eyes, not ours.
He was kicking it out, and that's the
worst thing is Andy Lennon hit that 3.
Again, slight technical difficulties with our wireless microphone that usually brings us inside the Westbrook College timeout huddle. So at a very crucial stage of the game, not able to hear in a minute. 10 now to play, and the Wildcats up a deuce. Lennon, Esty, Werkin, Davies, and Vogel out for Westbrook College. LaRoche, Sweeney, Parker, Brink, and Higgins, and Parker, 3-ball, no good. Esty gets the rebound. The Wildcats use a timeout with 58 seconds to go. And now, Ron, obviously, this possession, if the Wildcats can get 2, put them up 4, then it becomes a 2-possession game, and Castleton State will have to get one up and get a 3, and then, of course, play some defense or commit a foul that'll get them back in it. So Wildcats with a huge possession here. Offensively, your go-to guy has to be Vogel, but Brink has done such a marvelous job at checking him up, even denying him the basketball. The Wildcats may have to look to somebody else, and Davies has started to struggle offensively.
I agree.
He had a strong first half, good moments in the start of the second half, but since then, he hasn't been able to get something to fall for him, and he hasn't been able to get a call down inside.
Well, Bob Davies is Bob Davies, and Bob Davies will step up if called upon. But what he's going to try to do now is he's going to run a little time off the clock. He's going to call play, and they're going to get a good shot off. Ideally, he'd like Derek Vogel taking a shot, but he's got a great supporting cast.
Doesn't get much better than this. Collegiate basketball coming to you from Rutland, Vermont. Spartans come with full court pressure. Chris McKinney with LaRoche on him, and Sweeney comes for the double team. McKinney beats the double team. Lennon goes in, goes to the left hand. The senior from Melrose, Massachusetts, gives them the 4-point lead. Big possession here now for Castleton State. They go down low to Higgins. Higgins back for LaRoche, 3-ball. And they call a foul. Can you believe on Andy Lennon.
This guy is absolutely horrible. I cannot believe this call. This guy.
3 shots coming for the senior LaRoche. He's got to make all 3.
Well, granted, he's going to make these 3, but one thing that they're going to do is they're going to foul immediately. And Westbrook's got to hit the foul shot. Got to hit the foul shot.
You see the talent of Andy Lennon, and he steps up in crunch situations. And again, the other senior coming back, LaRoche. And he can make it a 1-point game if he converts all 3 free throws. So again, with 30 seconds left, the shot clock will be eliminated. But the Wildcats, they have to box out here because, of course, the rare miss. LaRoche gets them all. The Wildcats use a timeout. McKinney just getting it in. And again, here's where this microphone inside the huddle is so valuable. I hate to bring it up, but the battery goes dead. Meant to change it at halftime, but here's where we want to really hear, and I think it would be crucial to what Coach Graffam is trying to do here.
One thing he's doing is being very positive. What he's telling them was exactly what Castle State's going to do. But I'm sure right now he's saying we've got to make our foul shots. Just make sure you hold on the ball. I mean, grab it tightly. Don't let a cheap slap in, get the ball, jar the ball loose. And he's probably running a play and what he wants to try to do. And he's also going to go over a defensive scheme. If they score or after a foul shot, what he's going to do, he's probably going to pick up on a full court man, make them use the whole floor to get up and get a decent shot off to either tie or win this game.
Some fan out talking to the official. I had a good long conversation over there, and I don't know about that. Oh, Lennon knocked to the floor. They don't call it. They don't call it. 19.2 seconds left, and 2 free throws coming now for Castleton State. Andy Lennon got mugged from behind. Wildcats got to hold their composure now. They'll still have enough time.
Oh, they've got plenty of time.
Scott Sweeney will go to the free throw line, a 6-foot sophomore out of Burlington. And 2 of the biggest free throws of his career coming right now. He looks like, oh, did he get a break? Oh, baby, we're tied at 77. Oh my. The Wildcats don't get the call, and then they don't get the break on the brick that was thrown up by Sweeney. And everyone on their feet. Castleton State trying to knock out Westbrook College and move to the finals tomorrow. The Wildcats have won it the last 2 years, looking to make their 3rd trek to Idaho. And now they have the potential to be down a point with 19.2 seconds to play. A 1-point lead. The Wildcats get it into McKinney.
This is what it's all made of.
McKinney has it stripped. 6 seconds left.
I don't understand why Derek Vogel didn't have the ball in his hands.
Well, 2 free throws, 6 seconds left. Again, the Wildcats will have a chance to hit a 3 and send it to overtime if...
Well, it's still a 1-and-1, too.
LaRoche, 20-second timeout, and Alan LaRoche, who has been nothing but on from the free throw line. Basically, these two are in the hole.
Well, you can actually say that, but these are 2 huge free throws. I'd love to see this game go into overtime.
Well, obviously now, being down a point, you got to be asking for that, and you got to go back to the very questionable foul called on Andy Lennon on the 3 attempt by LaRoche, and then when McKinney lost control of the ball and Lennon got up ahead to tip it back to McKinney, he got nailed from behind, knocked to the floor, no call, and Parker went in and was fouled. Wow. They're getting some really nice bounces. A little bit surprised here that they're only leaving 1 person down in the lane, but again, they figure LaRoche is going to make these. Vogel a 3.
Yeah, they got a good look at the basket. They got a good look at the basket.
Castleton State has knocked off Westbrook College. And they'll move to tomorrow's final. The Wildcats fall 80-77 in the unbelievable 4-year run of the seniors. Vogel, Lennon, Esty, and Cory Mcclure has ended 2 or 3 short. Tremendous game. And the Wildcats took the 4-point lead, 77-73 on Andy Lennon's drive to the basket. And then, as we saw unfold, a 3 attempt, a foul called on that. LaRoche made all 3, and then the Wildcats got double teamed, did Chris McKinney, and he was fouled. No call, and of course, Castleton State. I mean, hey, it's went both ways throughout this game, but big calls certainly played a big factor in this one.
I agree.
So the Wildcats done for the year, finish at 22-12. Castleton improving to 21-5, and they'll play tomorrow. Welcome back, being joined by head coach Jim Graffam in the press room. A little subdued atmosphere for us both. A tough loss here today. You go up 4 with 50 seconds to go. You got to be feeling at that point the game is in your control, but things unfolded rather differently.
Yeah, they certainly did, Jay. We, I would say 90% of games when we normally get ahead late, we use our heads, and we're the ones who are controlling the action. And instead, they pressed us a little bit, and we panicked and had a couple of key turnovers. And obviously, they hit foul shots when they needed them. So
yeah, big difference tonight. The second half for you guys didn't convert the free throws, and that could have been a different story for you.
Definitely killed us. And we've been shooting 72, 73% as a team, and boy, oh boy, it just seemed like everybody but Derek that went to the line just couldn't hit one, and that obviously in big games comes down to hurt you, because we were 29 for 43, so that's 14, and we lost by 3. So yeah, it speaks for itself.
And the tough thing here is this is the first time in 3 years that you finish your season a little early. How do you adjust to that, and how are the players adjusting?
Well, I'm not sure that you can. I mean, it's akin to a death, and except nobody died. And so what we have to do is, the great thing about college sports is that you get a chance to experience the highs and lows. And now they've got to deal with this as men. The guys that are coming back have got to, you know, dedicate themselves and say, hey, we owe these seniors, you know, that gave us their blood life and for 3 or 4 years, when however long they were here. Now we've got to start in 2 weeks lifting weights and getting ready for next year. We as a unit obviously are not happy with ending it here in Rutland, because we should have done it out in Idaho.
Now, of course, the seniors, there's 4 of them that you say goodbye to now, and you were telling me before it's going to be very difficult. You became very close friends with a couple of them, especially Vogel and Lennon, and their brilliant career comes to a close, and you must be feeling also remorse for them.
Well, that's the hardest part about my job. I mean, I love these kids for 4 years, and they come in, and I mean, Derek and Andy and Cory have worked camps for me for 4 years, and we've been together as adults, and to see them leave like this, it hurts. To see them leave at all would hurt, but particularly with a loss. And you know, I just hope that they will remember what happened here. They won 101 games as a group, and that's a heck of a legacy to leave. I wish I had them back right now, but as I said, the best thing about coaching in college is that you get kids for the next 4 years, and hopefully there's another Derek and Cory and Andy out there, and I love those guys.
Well, the tournament itself being here in Vermont for the first year at a neutral court, your overall experience with that, and what do you feel about this, how this all unfolded?
Well, you know, I felt that there might have been some stacking of the deck, but after getting over here, I didn't feel that way. I felt that it was a fairly officiated game. I thought our crowd was excellent, and they, you know, so the crowd really didn't have a factor in the game. And you know, I think that they've done a great job of organizing it, and you know, they've got sponsors and some things that we weren't even able to do in Portland. Would I rather have it in Portland? Yes, but this was a championship atmosphere, and that's what I want for my team to feel.
Well, it's certainly been a championship season, and being a part of it's been a great thrill for me, and of course, tremendous job coaching and a tough loss here today. But I know we'll be back, Westbrook College, and of course, a great season comes to a close. You finish up the year at 22-12, and you get ready, I guess, for next year. We go out and watch a little more basketball, and we'll be back to support the women tomorrow.
Right. Well, we need to obviously to replenish the cookie jar, because you know, I'm going to have to bring in 7 or 8 guys. I want to thank both you and Steve for what you've done for us this year. This has added a touch of class to our already classy program, and it's really been it's been fun having you guys around. So hopefully we'll finish a lot happier next year.
Well, we feel the same way, and we thank you for everything that's happened, and of course, a great season of basketball. For my cameraman Steve Poulos and for Coach Graffam and the entire Westbrook College team, we'll say so long here from the College of St. Joe's.